If the average price of an apartment is around $1,600 and you need to make 3 times the rent in order to be approved for an apartment, you have to make $4,800 a month, or at least $30 an hour.
Everything's unaffordable. It's whole families sleeping in minivans right now. That's almost the new normal, believe it or not.
And this is my home.
So, a few years ago, if somebody told you that they were living in their car, you might have thought that they had hit rock bottom. But today, they might have a job. They might have a degree. They might even be working full time and still sleeping in a Walmart parking lot because rent, insurance, groceries, and basic living expenses have just gotten completely out of control. Today, we're going to hear from people who never ever thought that they would be living out of a sedan, a minivan, or an SUV, but somehow found themselves there anyway. Some people are just trying to save money. Some are trying to survive. And some people are going to work every single day and sleeping quietly in parking lots at night.
I've been homeless for the last 7 months and trying to hide it. And I realized how many people are in the same shitty position that I'm in. So I'm gonna tell you how I've been surviving it. I started this morning at 6 o'clock. I woke up at a rest stop where I slept in my car. Thank God it didn't rain last night. I got up, I drove to Planet Fitness. I fixed my hair, I brushed my teeth. I halfway charged my portable batteries so that I can run my cooler that pretty much lives in my car all the time. People always ask me about those batteries. There's a lot more people than I realize that are in the same position or that are just on the road or on the go or whatever and need resources. Because we're humans, we're needy, right? So now I'm at the gas station. I figured out that truck stops and gate gas stations have microwaves. So I'm gonna heat some food up in this gas station and probably change my shirt. Later on, I do have a hotel reservation. Hopefully that will work out. I have mast cell activation and chemical sensitivity, so usually hotels don't work out for me, but I thought it's a Hilton, it's less fragranced. I thought I would give it a shot. Could really use a place to stretch out and lay down, charge all my stuff, get things out of my car, unpack, so I can see what's in here because it's so crowded and cramped that I can't even see what the I have in here. So that's today. This is 7 months of being homeless and staying alive until I find an Airbnb or a place to live that isn't making me sick.
So I have done a video before of people living in hotels. I will link that video up here in case you missed it, but that video was very enlightening when you see how people living in hotels could be paying significantly less in rent and they're not having to pay utilities because all the utilities are included in the rent. However, she's talking about staying at a Hilton because she can't deal with chemicals or things that she might encounter staying at other places. And I know for a fact that it is not cheaper to live in a Hilton. So her car is definitely cheaper, but a lot of people that live in their cars, they are forced to get hotel rooms occasionally because they can't just continuously sleep in their car. It might be good for, 6 nights out of the week, but shoot, one night you got to be able to stretch into a real bed. And so I know that that's something that people that are sleeping in their cars are doing. They are treating themselves to a hotel night stay every once in a while just so that they can actually lay in a bed. I've seen some people make some pretty comfortable living situations out of their vans or trucks, but sleeping in a car has got to be hard. I mean, there's not a lot of room in there.
My name is Alexis and I live in this minivan. Today I'm finally going to give you a tour of the inside. This is Midnight Rain. She's a 2008 Toyota Sienna. And this is my home. I've had her for just a couple of months now. So just to give you an idea of how I put all of this together, this is a camping cot with an 8-inch memory foam mattress on top of it. This is a toy box I got on Amazon and it houses all of my clothes. And Toby usually sleeps up here. I have his water bowl here so he can reach it. This curtain was also an Amazon find. It was $30 and it fits so perfectly in here. In this corner over here, I have this, which is where I normally sit my tablet so that I can watch TV. And then I have some journals and books in this corner. I have 4 of these purple tubs stacked up for storage. I got each of these for $5 at Walmart. They are full of random things, like this one has sweaters in it, and I think this one has some bathroom stuff in it. I have a cooler here, but the only thing in it right now is bananas and then the trusty V8 energy that I am addicted to. This is Toby, the love of my life. On the back of the driver's seat, I have an organizer with a lot of stuff that I use all the time, like scissors. There's some bug spray here. This is the dog's bowl and the dog's leash. I have some like poop bags down here. And under the seat here, I have a first aid kit. Please don't mind the rug. I don't know what I was thinking when I got black carpet, and the vacuum I have is just not strong enough to pick up all this little shit on the floor.